हॅलो स्टुडंट्स. सो आपण टॅक्स इनव्हॉइस चॅप्टरला सुरुवात केलेली आहे अँड इन दॅट वी हॅव स्टार्टेड विथ द बेसिक प्रोव्हिजन्स when to issue invoice in case of regular supply of taxable goods, taxable services. Then we have seen what are the provisions in case of continuous supply of goods, continuous supply of services. Then we have seen the manner of issue of invoice, whether to issue in triplicate or in duplicate. Then we have seen the notification in relation to HSN code, which is based on turnover. And now we are about to see, or we are about to one more concept when we have learned the concept of cessation of service, and we have also learned the concept when to issue invoice when goods are sent on approval basis. Okay, so all these are important thing. Then supply of services साठी आपण एक comprehensive chart prepare केलेला होता. I am keeping this chart in front of you. If anyone has missed that part, you can draw it again. So I am keeping it for 30 seconds. You may take a screenshot. You may take you may write it down by pausing the video. So this was our chart in case of taxable supply of services. We have prepared it comprehensively so that every probability or possibility should be covered there. And for telecom service providers, this was the extension of that chart. Okay. So now we are going to learn what are the ingredients of the invoice, or what particulars should be mentioned in the invoice. Okay. So there are various particulars, they are listed here. We are going to learn them one by one. Now remember these particulars, you will not be asked direct question on the same, but for understanding purpose, for conceptual purpose, these are important. I don't think so that you may be asked a question that write down the particulars which should be there or which are prescribed under rule 46. So no direct question will be asked, but there might be a sub question, or it may be asked as a part of any question. And obviously for conceptual understanding, it is very much important for us. So these details must be present on any tax invoice under rule 46. The rule 46 च्या आधी काय डिटेल्स आपल्याला सांगितलेत in section 31 has described or prescribed four details. What are they? Description of goods or services, then quantity in case of goods, then value in case of goods and services, and tax charged thereon. And ह्या व्यतिरिक्त रूल 46 मध्ये सांगितलेले डिटेल्स जे आहेत ते आपल्याला मेन्शन करायचे. So let's learn them one by one. First detail is name, address and GST of the supplier. So supplier चं name, त्याचा complete address आणि त्याचा GSTIN, त्याचा GST number, GST registration number, you have to mention it on your tax invoice. Secondly, a consecutive serial number not exceeding 16 characters in one or multiple series containing alphabets or numerals or special characters, hyphen or dash and slash, and any combination thereof, unique for a financial year. So here important thing is unique for a financial year, and then consecutive serial numbers not exceeding 16 characters. तर इथे थोडं डिस्कशन आपल्याला करायला हवं, which should be there for understanding. आता एक लक्षात घ्या की कॉन्झिक्युटिव्ह सिरियल नंबर म्हणजे काय. तर आपला सिरियल नंबर जेव्हा मी 001 नंबरचा इनव्हॉइस इश्यू करतो, त्याच्यानंतर नेसेसरली मी 002 नंबरचाच इनव्हॉइस इश्यू करायला पाहिजे. मी रॅन्डमली कुठचेही इनव्हॉइसेस इश्यू करतोय असं मला करून चालणार नाही. सो दॅट सिरियल नंबर शुड बी कॉन्झिक्युटिव्ह, अदरवाइज खूप मेस होऊन जाईल. सो दॅट सिरियल नंबर मस्ट बी वन आफ्टर अनदर, की आम्ही एक सिरियल नंबर नंतर लगेच त्याच्या नेक्स्ट सिरियल नंबर आला पाहिजे, नाहीतर मग there may be possibility of fraud. So your serial number must be consecutive. There is possibility that that invoice number is maintained in multiple series. Like say for example, if there are two business places, okay, and they have only one GSTIN, so they are registered under one GST number and they have two business places, and on these two business places they have retail outlets. So या प्रत्येक आउटलेट मध्ये काहीतरी सेल होतोय. आता असं शक्य नाहीये की पहिल्या आउटलेटला 001 इनव्हॉइस इश्यू केलं की मग दुसरा इनव्हॉइस 002 नंबर मे बी दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी इश्यू होईल. सो दे व्हॉट दे हॅव मेंटेन, दे मेंटेन अ सिरीज लाईक A001, and starting with the prefix A is the series of first business place, and starting the prefix B is the series of second business place. So these two invoice numbers are different because they have different prefixes. So you can maintain multiple series. Like I have dealt with one client which has 5 retail outlets. So on each outlet he is maintaining separate series of invoices. Okay, so it is possible and it is accepted by the law. But now when you are issuing A001, the next invoice should be A002, next should be A003. After A001, on that bill book or on that series you cannot issue A005. So that serial numbers must be consecutive. There might be possibility that I have issued 002 and it got cancelled due to some clerical mistake. It is accepted. But the next bill should be A003. Again that can be cancelled due to some mistake. So you can cancel the bills, but the numbers should be consecutive. Sorry. So you have to remember that the bill series should be consecutive. The maximum number should be 16 characters. Now characters includes alphabet, numerical or symbol. Say for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 dash A, B, C, D and E. How much characters are there in this number? 1, 2, 3 म्हणजे हे पहिले 10 characters. This is 11th character. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. सो हेही कॅरेक्टर म्हणून त्याच्यामध्ये काउंट केलं जाणार आहे आणि फक्त दोनच सिम्बॉल चालू शकतात, हायफन और डॅश ऑब्लिक स्लॅश. एकतर डॅश सिम्बॉल ऍक्सेप्टेड आहे किंवा स्लॅश सिम्बॉल ऍक्सेप्टेड आहे. यू विल इन्सर्ट फुल स्टॉप, नॉट ऍक्सेप्टेड. यू विल इन्सर्ट कॉमा, not accepted. You will insert like dollar, not accepted. You will insert and, not accepted. Only two symbols are accepted, or two we can say special characters are accepted, only dash and slash. Okay, then your invoice may be alphanumeric. You can issue invoice like A001 or A001 oblique 2019-20. It is also possible. Up to you have maximum limit of 16 characters. Now you cannot issue an invoice number more than 16 character. So that is possible. You can maintain in one or multiple series, but it should be consecutive. आता इथे म्हटले की नॉट एक्सिडिंग 16 कॅरेक्टर्स, याचा अर्थ 16 कॅरेक्टर्सच हवा का? नॉट नेसेसरीली ना. मी 001 हेही इनव्हॉइस इश्यू करू शकतो, इव्हन दो इट हॅज ओनली 3 कॅरेक्टर्स. करेक्ट, बट इट शुड बी लेस दॅन 16 कॅरेक्टर, एवढंच त्यांना म्हणायचं, लेस दॅन ऑर इक्वल टू. सो 16 नॉट एक्सिडिंग 16 म्हणजे कंपल्सरीली 16 डिजिट इनव्हॉइस नंबर असला पाहिजे, इज नॉट द नीड. लक्षात येत आहे? नॉट एक्सिडिंग म्हणजे मॅक्झिमम 16 डिजिट पर्यंत तुम्ही तुमचा इनव्हॉइस नंबर सेट करू शकता. सेकंड थिंग, युनिक फॉर अ फायनान्शियल इयर, हे घालण्याचा पर्पज काय आहे? द गव्हर्नमेंट वॉन्ट्स टू रिमूव्ह द प्रॅक्टिस ऑफ डुप्लिकेट इनव्हॉइसिंग. डुप्लिकेट इनव्हॉइसिंग म्हणजे काय? तर मी 001 नंबरचं इनव्हॉइस ए कस्टमरला पण इश्यू करतो आणि बी कस्टमरला पण परत तेच इनव्हॉइस इश्यू करतो, आणि लिगल पर्पज साठी मी फक्त ज्याची अमाऊंट कमी आहे तेवढंच इनव्हॉइस डिस्प्ले करतो, शो करतो. सो ही प्रॅक्टिस रिमूव्ह करायची. त्यामुळे एक इनव्हॉइस नंबर एका फायनान्शियल इयर मध्ये रिपीट होता कामा नये. One invoice number should not be repeated in that financial year again. Okay, so you can repeat it after the end of financial year, and once they have issued a clarification, but it do not have any legal force because it was just issued on GSTN portal, that for every financial year you have to change your bill series. Means for every financial year you have to again start with 001. But that is not important from exam perspective. You just have to remember that your invoice number should be unique in a financial year. So I have issued invoice number A001 on 1st April 2019. I can issue the same invoice number on 1st April 2020 because financial year is changing in between. लक्षात येते? So this was discussion on serial number. I think it was easy. Third thing, date of issue. When you are going to issue the invoice, here important thing is date of issue is asked and not when goods are dispatched, when goods are removed. Now you have to remember that when invoice should be issued at that date when goods are dispatched, or goods are removed when transportation is involved, and otherwise when goods when delivery is made available or that goods are made available to the recipient. So हा part लक्षात ठेवायचा आहे. आम्हाला इनव्हॉइस वरती when we are going to issue the invoice ती डेट मेन्शन करायची आहे. फोर्थ डेट किंवा फोर्थ डिटेल्स जे आहे तिथे येऊया आपण. नाउ दे आर आस्किंग यू द रेसिपियंट डिटेल्स. ओके, so if recipient is registered, name, address and GSTIN or UIN of the recipient. UIN in case of foreign embassies and UNO organizations. UNO means United Nations organizations. Okay, सो त्या केसमध्ये आम्हाला नेम ऍड्रेस अँड जीएसटी ऑफ रेसिपियंट मेन्शन करायचं आहे. नाव इफ अवर रेसिपियंट इज अनरजिस्टर्ड and value of supply is rupees 50,000 or more, in that case we have to issue name and address of the recipient and the address of delivery along with the name of its state and its code. So state code, just a second. Yes.